I go through nine talking points of reframing the past. And what I mean by that is that when people today are sharing that they're scared or that they're not sure what's going to happen or they're thinking that it's going to be another 2006 crash, and I'm sure many of you guys are already equipped with this, so that's why I'm not going to go into it as well. But there's 9 talking points that we can use: inflation, the Federal Reserve, what recessionary periods actually look like, the supply and demand factors, the lending practices, equity, foreclosure rates, year over year growth, that even in counties like Santa Clara, we're still seeing a year over year growth, right? Current transactions being done, that there's still business being done overall. There's some really great data conversations there to have. And so we can go into those on a separate conversation, or you guys can just watch the recording and send me that message. But a couple things I do want to speak about these 9 talking points. Number one, first and foremost, when we're looking at what's happening in Santa Clara specifically. And is this okay for me to kind of go into this county specifically, Elias? You good with that?
Sure. Santa Clara, I mean, Contra Costa, whatever you see, man.
Whichever you prefer. I just
I
went
think
on the.
I think Contra Costa is our biggest population, or Alameda. So Alameda would probably be the best for the sake of content. But either one, man, it's your show.
All right, let's do it. So I'm going to try to see if I can switch this over to Alameda. Year over year growth. Oh, no, it's still Santa Clara. So let's see. This is what happens when you don't use Redfin a lot. That's what I get for doing an audible. Okay, well, I'm not going to know how to use this tool, so I'm going to stick with Santa Clara. So with that for the moment, one of the things to kind of show here, right, as we're looking at 2023, look at the numbers of how it is. For every 1,000 people available, every 1,000 people, there's one house available. That's stinking crazy, right? Guys, think about supply and demand. And I'm sure you guys all know this factor, right? Supply and demand. The less there is of this good and the more people who want it, the more expensive this good gets. And what we're going through right now is a season where people are like, I still need that, but I'm going to wait a little bit, right? We're having a shock factor happen. We're having a sticker price factor, right? We're having this moment where people are going to have to get reaccustomed to what reality is, because there's some hard pills to swallow, and we'll talk about those today as well. But the fact is that dam is just building. The supply is not getting much better, and the demand is not getting better either, because there's more and more millennials coming of age to buy a house. So we can have less buyers, but it's not going to actually balance out what we need as far as a healthy economy on the housing side to be able to bring prices to any lower position of what some people are projecting. We'll talk about all these factors later, but one quick data point to show you guys here. For these 1,000 people that one house is available, right? We'll look at the 1.89 million total population here. 199,000 of those are renters who can afford a purchase. Talk about not having any buyers. There's 200,000 renters in one county who can actually qualify and afford a purchase. And when you look at these numbers, when you look at the household formations, right, these millennials who are coming of age to be able to buy as well, there's 17,910,000 of these millennial first-time home buyers that are wanting to buy. And again, it's already off balance, right? We only have one house available for every 1,000, and there's only 5,700 new builds there in this county. What does that show? That shows that no matter how scary it feels right now, the reality is not changing. The unbalanced housing market is still in the same position. We don't have enough houses. We have way too many buyers, and we have more buyers being added. And once that dam breaks, it's going to be over.